If you are like most CEOs, you're intent on getting your company to the next level. After a decade of mentoring and guiding CEOs, and after interviewing a cross-section of 40 more, I can confirm that what CEOs have in common is an intention to get to the next level. Startups are focused on revenue. Revenue-earning companies seek higher profitability and growth. And seasoned companies are fiercely protective of their turf, looking over their shoulder at the threat of competition. Have you questioned whether you have the skills, energy, and mindset to become more profitable and sustainable?
And we're back with Dr. Frumi Rachel Barr, author of CEO's Secret Weapon, How to Accelerate Success. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Barr. You know, that's a pretty specific title. I'm just wondering, who did you have in mind when you were writing this? What type of CEO should be reading your book?
Julie, it might surprise you, but I actually had me in mind.
Really?
I thought of all the hurdles and challenges that I face as a CEO with no one to talk to. No, the buck used to just skid to a stop on my desk. All the decisions and difficult conversations that I had no idea how to have or resolve. And so I thought, what if I created a book, a guideline, kind of a Bible for business leaders who perhaps didn't have all the business education to have on their desk as a guide to how to deal with different situations. So imagine Joe. Joe could be a CEO of a company after being a salesperson for years. And now suddenly he's a CEO. What got him ready for that? Right. So this is a guide that gets him ready. This is a way to go to 30,000 feet and actually know how to navigate through troubled waters.
You know, and it's funny, I saw Simon Sinek, who's really a much sought-after author and speaker. He wrote your foreword for your book. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got him involved in this project?
Sure. Simon has a vision of a world in which the vast majority of people go to work every day and come home feeling completely fulfilled. But I didn't start with Simon. I actually met John Strzelecki first. He calls it your purpose for existence. And I spent a weekend with him, and at the end of the weekend I thought, why don't companies do this? Why don't companies start with their why? I even used those words. And the very next day, a friend of mine showed me Simon's book, which is called Start With Why. And I pursued Simon. Simon might even say that I stalked him. As I called him over and over until finally I sat down with him and I met him. In fact, that day, he said I inspired him. I'm wearing a coin around my neck, which has this golden circle on the back. It has the clarity of why at the center, the discipline of how you do what you do next, and then finally the what you do. So I am both Simon's how and his who, because he would say that I bring his why to life. I work with companies and their leaders and their teams to help them filter every decision through their why, and that's what my book is about. It is a secret weapon. I am a secret weapon. That's what my CEOs call me. But in addition, the book is a secret weapon. If you start with why, that's how you build profitable and sustainable companies, and everything is filtered through your why.
What a great story for me. You also have a great subtitle. You know, in a time where everybody wants it bigger, better, faster, you have as your subhead, How to Accelerate Success. So it's a CEO secret weapon, How to Accelerate Success. So is there some specific elements, you know, where you can actually, as that Joe walking in as the new CEO, accelerate his, you know, competence as a CEO?
Actually, every single chapter does that from a different perspective. So, for example, one chapter is on high-stakes conversations. How to deal with that employee who never delivers what they promise and then you feel like you can't trust them. Another chapter is all about decision-making. How do you mine for contention at the table? Not necessarily conflict, but how do you get people to speak up so that you don't have a bunch of yes people at your table? Another chapter is about your mindset. How do you control your thoughts? How do you prevent yourself from sabotaging your success? So every single chapter, although it uses the why as a filter, is built on probably the best of breed processes on how to deal with life. And I use real life case studies so that a CEO can learn not only from my mistakes, but from other people's
and successes, right?
Well, if you never fail, you can't succeed. You just have to
Don't
fail
learn.
forward to success.
Absolutely. And Frumi, where's the book available?
It's available on Amazon, both in a Kindle version and also in paperback.
Dr. Barr, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Julie.